Hey, thanks for stopping by. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Brett, but my friends call me Ooch. This is the Ooch Experience. And on today's show, we're going to do three things. As always, I'm going to show you a yo-yo trick. Then we're going to visit the desk and do something pretty cool. And then after that, we're going to do a body percussion move. Okay? No dance moves this week. We're doing body percussion. Okay, but I get ahead of myself. I want to start with this trick. The trick that I'm going to tell you about today is a trick called split the atom. Like in science, splitting the atom was a big deal, okay? Because it was very difficult, very technical, very tricky. Well, in yo-yos, this trick when it came out was really, really difficult. Now, of course, these days it's a lot easier because yo-yos can spin so much longer because they have roller bearings on the inside of the yo-yos. That allows the yo-yo to go, 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 go. But back in the day when I was growing up, we didn't have any roller bearings in our yo-yos, so we had to act fast. The thing about this trick is, until you learn how to do the most important trick of all, which is called the sleeper, this trick is virtually impossible. So once I learned how to do the sleeper, this trick, I learned that the yo-yo would stay steady, which means I can get that string into the yo-yo really easily. And that's when I learned how to do this one called brain twister. Now that's an intermediate trick. Split the atom's way harder, but again, I needed that yo-yo to stay put so I could land the yo-yo on the string. So let me show you split the atom. This is what it looks like. That's the move. Oh yeah. Now I know it looks pretty difficult, right? Yeah, because it has a lot of different components in it. This is called the split bottom mount. Then you do a somersault, which I don't think I did in the first one. And then you do this move, and then you do this move, and then you do a couple of these, and then you loop out of it, and then you catch it, and then strike a pose. That's how it goes. But here's the funny story. When I learned how to do this trick, I didn't have any YouTube videos to look at to learn how to do split the atom. No, you know how I learned? I went to the library, and I took out a book on yo-yos, okay? And in this book, there were pictures, and you had to follow each illustration in order while the yo-yo was spinning to try to figure it out. Well, I learned how to do this trick. I didn't learn it in a day. I didn't learn it in 2 days. I think it took me like 2 weeks to figure out how to do this trick. You want to know why? Because they didn't illustrate it correctly. They were like missing a whole part, and then I had to figure that out, and then finally, after a couple of weeks of trial and error, messing up, trying to figure it out, just realizing, oh my gosh, something isn't right, I had to put in the missing puzzle piece in order to learn how to do this great trick called split the atom. Nowadays, you can hop online and look at a yo-yo tutorial, and they'll show you step by step. But that split the atom, and I gotta tell you, I worked really hard for this one, and to this day, it's one of my favorite tricks of all time. Okay, that's the trick for today. Ooh, let's go to the desk. I have something so exciting to show you. All right, let's go. Ah, yes, we're back at the desk, and I know what you're thinking. Sign language time, but no, not today. Today we're doing something totally different, but it involves hands. What could it possibly be? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's right. We're talking about rock, paper, scissors, the classic game. You want to know something really interesting? Rock, paper, scissors didn't originate here in the US. No, it came from China like a long, 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 long time ago. And then from China, it made its way to Japan. But in Japan, it was played a little bit differently than we play it now, because this was a long time ago before we had modern scissors. As a matter of fact, they didn't even use rock, paper, or scissors in their version back in China and Japan. No, you know what they had? A frog, a slug, and a snake. Yeah, and they used their hands just like we use hands for rock, paper, and scissors. But for them, the frog was a thumb, and the frog defeated the slug, which was your pinky finger. And believe it or not, the slug defeated snake, which was your index finger. Yeah, cool, right? But now, of course, we have rock, paper, scissors. And did you know in other parts of the country, or in the world rather, they have it in a different order? So where we say rock, paper, scissors, shoot, In other countries, they'll do it backwards, like Australia, for instance. Everything's backwards in Australia, isn't that funny? In Australia, they go scissors, paper, rock, shoot. And if you think that's weird, it gets even weirder. In some parts of the US, Long Island specifically, in certain parts of New York, they don't just go rock, paper, scissors, shoot. They'll say rock, paper, scissors, says shoot. So isn't that crazy? That's 5 moves. Rock, paper, scissors, says shoot. Now, the way I learned it was rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Some places don't even do that. They just go 1, 2, 3, just like that. And did you know that rock, paper, scissors is also called Rochambeau? Yeah, you might have known that. Rochambeau. Yeah, and then shoot. But I think it should go Rochambeau, go. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Rochambeau, go. Okay, let's try it. Let's go over the strategies of rock, paper, scissors. In the odd event that you've never played this game before, it's pretty simple. This is how you make decisions. You see who goes first in a game, or you have a tough decision to make, and somebody needs to make the decision. I'll do rock, paper, scissors with you. You can say, you want to do Rochambeau? And people will be like, what are you talking about? You'll be like, oh, rock, paper, scissors. And they'll be like, oh, okay. So here's how it goes. Rock. This is a rock. Rocks are pretty solid, okay? That's why we use your fist. All right. Now the next move is scissors. Well, technically not in order the way we do it, but this is what scissors looks like. And of course, paper is this. So rock will defeat scissors because rock obviously crushes scissors. Scissors beats paper because scissors cut paper. And paper defeats rock with a hug. No one knows why, but that's just how it goes, okay? All right. So when you play rock, paper, scissors, before you even start a game with your friends, try to figure out how the pattern's gonna go. You're gonna go on 3, 1, 2, 3, or are you gonna do rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Or are you gonna go rock, paper, scissors, says go? Or are you gonna go Rochambeau, go? I don't know. But hold on, wait a minute. I'm only just getting started here. Because in rock, paper, scissors, there are strategies. Yeah, that's right. Did you know you could have an advantage over the person that you're playing based on strategic moves that I'm about to teach you? Well, in competitions, sometimes people string together a bunch of different moves as a strategy. The most common, the most popular is called the avalanche. You know what the avalanche would be? Yes, 3 rocks. So if you're gonna do the best out of 5 and you're gonna do your first 3 throws, you throw a rock every time. No one's gonna see that coming. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And then of course they're gonna think at this point you're gonna change your strategy, but no, you're not. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's the avalanche. And then there's other ones too, like paper doll, which I think went scissors, paper, scissors, or something like that. But you see what I'm talking about, right? Okay, now, before I wrap up this section on rock, paper, scissors, one other thing to keep in mind. Depending on your opponent and what you know about your opponent, it might give you an advantage. Let's say you're about to do rock, paper, scissors with one of your friends, but that friend happens to be a big, tough dude. Yeah, okay. So what do you think they're gonna throw first? Yeah, they're probably gonna throw a rock. Well, you know that paper defeats rock, right? So why not take a guess and think maybe they're gonna throw a rock? You throw paper first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, 1-0, you. Now, on the other hand, you might have a friend that is very creative. Yeah, loves to draw, loves to illustrate and do all that kind of stuff. Well, what do you think they're gonna throw if they're creative? Well, it could be scissors, right? Crafty, huh? So if you think they're gonna throw scissors first, what defeats scissors? Rock. 1-0. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh. Well, that brings me to paper. What if the person you're gonna do a rock, paper, scissors with is really intelligent? I mean, like super smart. Huh? Yeah. What do you think they're gonna throw first? Maybe paper? Because they like to study? Possibly. I don't know. But these are the things you need to think about before you enter into a rock, paper, scissors competition. I'm going to do it right now against myself. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh my God, this is crazy. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Guys, it's like I'm in my own head. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, well, clearly I'm not going to get anywhere with this. I think you might have more fun going against your friends. Do not battle yourself at rock, paper, scissors for the past mentioned reasons. Okay, well, now that we're all rock, paper, scissors or Rochambeau pros, I think it's time to dance. You ready to do a little body percussion? So am I. Let's go. Yes. Oh man, I can't tell you how much I love to fly. Are these flying carpets? I can show you the world. Don't sing? Okay, I won't. My nephews tell me that all the time. Okay, I'll keep it to the dancing. Very good. Except today, we're doing body percussion, okay? This is the rhythm we're gonna learn. Pretty cool, right? Let's learn this part, because this seems fun, doesn't it? Okay, you're doing it. Okay, good. So we're not gonna do this many of these. Plus, we're gonna end up with bruises all over our arms, and your parents are gonna be like, what were you doing? You're like, Ooch is teaching me how to dance. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. Here's the sequence. Get your penguin arms ready like this, because this is really what you have to learn. We're gonna start by doing a tap with both flippers, okay? Then we come up to a clap. Then we come down like this. You hear that? Yeah. Then we come up like this. And then we come back down. It's a lot of sounds, right? So let's bring our flippers back out. So we tap, clap, down, up, down, okay? Very good. Now, actually, when we do this during the actual percussion itself, we're gonna start with one of these stomps, okay? So we might as well throw one in now. So take your foot, here we go, we're gonna stomp first. So we stomp, tap, clap, down, up, down. Very good, that's the sequence. Stomp, tap, clap, down, up, down. Did you see how close I came to my nose on that one? Guys, keep your hands away from your face. You do not want to be like, yeah, like that, okay? Because you can catch your nose. All right, one more time, here we go. Stomp, up, down. And sometimes we'll do up, down twice. Up, down, okay? Here we go. So, stomp, tap, clap, down, up, down, up, down. You can also go out like this if you want to, like this. Just watch out for other people's noses. Or you could go up, out. That's what we'll do. Ah, yeah. I love it. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the second part. We haven't even learned the first part, but the first part's super easy. So, stomp, tap, clap, down, up, down. And the second time we do the whole sequence, we're going to go stomp, we go up and out. Yeah, so it's up and out. All right, let's learn the beginning. Here we go. The beginning's super easy. You just stomp and do 3 penguin flaps. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So you stomp, 1, 2, 3. Then you stomp with your other foot. Stomp, 1, 2, 3. Want to do it a few times? Fine. Here we go. Stomp, stomp, stomp. It'd be funny if you moved around the house like this. People would think you were crazy. Okay, let's put it all together. We're gonna do 2 stomp thingies. Then we're gonna stomp and up, down. Let's just try it. Even if you make a mistake, totally fine. Here we go. And stomp. You already made a mistake? That's fine. You know why? Because every time you make a mistake and you learn from it, you become even better. All right, let's get back into it. And stomp, stomp. Here it comes, the first one. And up. Let's do it again. Stomp, stomp. Here comes a new one. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, and up, down, out, down. Did you do it? Ah, yeah. Okay, and even if you didn't do it, hey, we're learning, right? This is how it goes. Anything worth learning, you're gonna make a mistake every now and then, and that's fine. Mistakes are how we learn. Wow, what a fun day. Today we learned, oh my gosh, we learned how to play rock, paper, scissors. We learned a little bit about rock, paper, scissors, and even some strategies. So next time you can challenge your friends, you might have an advantage. And of course, I showed you a yo-yo trick. Are you kidding me? I had to figure out how to do this yo-yo trick with illustrations that weren't even correct. I'm just that good. Okay, I gotta get out of here. We'll catch you guys next time. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not gonna go. See, I almost made a huge mistake, which is the mistake I basically make every time that I finish this show. Not today. Nope, because today, quick tip, quick reminder. Yeah, you know what this reminder is today? Well, it's about making mistakes. Yeah, sure, I make mistakes every episode. Mistakes are totally fine. My tip is make them. Make mistakes. No reason to be afraid of mistakes. If you play video games, you probably understand the concept of leveling up, right? Becoming a better version of yourself. Well, man, you couldn't ride a bike until you made a bunch of mistakes. And then once you learned how to ride a bike after learning how not to ride a bike, you had a permanent upgrade. Hey, listen, the more mistakes you make and the more mistakes you learn from, the better you become. The next version of yourself. You keep getting better and better, keep leveling up. So I say don't be afraid of mistakes. Make them. And hey, if you make a mistake, be the first to admit it. My mistake. And don't just admit it, own it. Yeah, the quicker the better too. I don't know why that works, it just does. Next time you make a mistake, my mistake. Yeah, it's all me. All good. Well, I should probably get out of here. See you next time? Cool.